Pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Oh, hi there. I'm sorry. You caught me doing business things such as emailing, correlating faxes, and a third thing. My name is Chad White, and if you know me, you know I've always wanted to work in the entertainment industry. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's just the way it goes. Currently, I'm looking for another position, and I hope that you can help me out with that, or at least be along for the ride. But this is LinkedIn, so hopefully you can help me out with that. I'm going to be rebuilding my career, as it were. Yeah, that's why this is called LinkedIn Logs. Get into it. Okay, welcome to LinkedIn Logs. I realize that the theme song is way too long after I made it last night, but who cares? My name is Chad White, as I said at the top, and that's right, baby. I'm looking for a job. And yeah, I called you baby. You're in it. You're here. Get used to it. I have extensive experience in television. I don't know how to do anything else, and quite frankly, no one wants to train me to do anything else. But who cares? That's why I'm here. Anyway, I've been on LinkedIn for several years, and I've noticed one thing. LinkedIn is the worst social network in terms of networking, really. It is, I don't like it very much. I think everybody here is faker than TikTok, faker than Instagram, even more fake than Twitter itself. And Twitter's mostly robots, is from what I understand. And now I'm going to go to the source with what I know. I'm good at making videos. I'm good at talking, and all I hear from people who've seen me go from one job to another, not on purpose, might I add. I've just been a victim of layoffs for the past 8 years. Is that they always say something along the lines of, don't worry, something even better will be around the corner, when in reality it takes me like a year to find a job, and that's not a joke at all. Listen, I think that this job market stinks, and just because I'm young doesn't mean a thing, and just because I'm in a city where it's supposedly supposed to be a boom for production, that doesn't mean a thing at all as well. I mean, look, I can apply to 50 jobs over the next week, and I can get zero replies. I can like truthfully just be denied, rejected from each one of those 50 jobs. I explain it like this whenever I meet people who think it's so easy to go from one production thing to the next. Is that if there's if there's, let's say there's 50 jobs and 10,000 people apply for those 50 jobs, and let's say 5,000 of those people that apply for one job aren't qualified, and then 2,500 are the ones who are like overqualified or really qualified, so people are looking at them, and then only 500 of those people live within the area where they want the companies want to hire people, and then only 100 of those people even get looked at, and then only 50 of those people even get spoken to, and then only 3 of those people even get somewhere near offered the job. It's tough, and it's like that for every industry. So don't ever go in there thinking that just because you're not in that industry, you know things that happen into it. For me, I've been doing things on my own for a long time, for years. Apparently 9 years, according to to the LinkedIn post, my LinkedIn post. My the only job thing I have up there that's currently running is the founder slash executive producer of This Was a Mistake slash C Plus Comedy. C Plus Comedy is a website. It's a portfolio, really, where I sit down and I talk with creative people such as Craig Ferguson, Maria Bamford. They're mostly comedians. Jimmy Pardo, Ron Funches, just a bunch of people you've definitely seen on Comedy Central or Netflix or whatever, doing their thing, and doing their things rather. And let me tell you this right up top. I make no money from it. This is a very easy thing to say. I make $0 and 0 cents, and I think it's imperative that perspective job people understand that. I make no money from this. So just don't look at this and be like, oh, this guy's he's already established. Why does he need to work here? I make $0.00. I also host a weekly podcast called The Constitutionals over there, as well as host a weekly video show called News Time, which is like News Time is like The Daily Show except way less funny. And as for The Constitutionals, it's basically an entertainment business news show where I cover entertainment business news. That's easy to explain to people and describe. Along with C Plus Comedy, I've been able to establish connections at places like Comedy Central, HBO, Netflix, and their people or other PR people reach out to me to speak to their clients about their latest TV show or movie or God willing, a stand-up special. I've also developed the website C Plus Comedy from scratch using Squarespace. I'm not a web developer whatsoever, and I maintain the social media. Also, I got to tell you, I'm bad at social media. I hate it so much, and I don't care if I need it. If you need it to get ahead, that's so dumb. You know, I think one of the biggest issues and the biggest problems with LinkedIn is that people just like have this conception that you need this perception rather that you need it, that you need that and Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff in order to move ahead. You shouldn't, and you don't. I see the men in charge of these companies, and yeah, it's a lot of old white guys who don't have any of that and have gone through in their own paths, and that's what I'm trying to do. And if you hear outside right now the loudest equipment in the world, it is because I decided to record this at 11 o'clock with the loudest equipment in the world. My previous position was with the men working outside. My previous position was with Warner Bros. Discovery. It was Warner Media when I was hired. I was a contract producer working in the kids, young adult, and children's section, and there I would essentially just make sure key art and trailers and other assets for titles coming out of Warner Bros. Animation and all that and live action stuff was getting created timely, updating calendars, all that stuff. I was pretty good at it. That's actually my favorite job of the past couple of years. Other jobs sucked butt. My job before that was I was with the EW Scripts company. They bought out a Bounce TV here in Atlanta, Georgia. I was a post-production coordinator. My job started as doing QC for the network, where I would sit down and watch all the shows and movies and make sure their timings are right and make sure things are edited correctly for broadcast. Worked with the FCC, do daily production reports and all that jazz. I was laid off from that in January 2021, rather, excuse me, over video. You know what I don't like? And I'll have an episode about layoffs and firings and stuff. I've never been fired. But I didn't appreciate the person. It was like a 2-minute call, and the person did it, and they never came into the office since the pandemic started, and it was like a 2-minute call, and they never looked in the camera. They didn't show any remorse. The only things they said were, "This is not about your performance. This is not about your performance. Goodbye." Anywho, before that job, it was a Weather Channel. I was an associate producer where I would cut video for the web and for the broadcast. It was fine. I did my best to network there and to talk to people, but once you get into and this shows and basically all jobs, once you get into a place where people are already established as compadres and buddies, I find it so hard to blend in, which is tough. Let's see. Moving on. 11 Alive. I was before Weather Channel. I was a producer, digital producer, and I would just oversee video production for broadcast and online stuff and special projects as well. I would write a lot for the web. I would eventually start shooting my own stories and everything. And that was definitely a big creative outlet, even though I was paid pennies. I was working hourly. I was paid pennies compared to interns who were making dollars compared to me. What I'm going to do with this show is I'm essentially just going to I had a previous show. This is kind of a ripoff of myself. I had a previous show called The Application years ago. I believe in 2016. I have to double check that. Where I was 4 years ago. What is it? 2023 now. So 2019. Look, I'm bad at math. I'm good at writing. I'm good at TV. I'm bad at math. Just checking my bank account. Anyway, so I had another show called The Application where I would sit down daily, Monday through Friday, and I applied to this job at WABE here in Atlanta, the NPR affiliate, and I tried to get their. They were looking for a podcasting and audio producer job, person to fill that position, and essentially what I did there was before when I started the application was just threw it at him, just throwing stuff at him, trying to get this job. Got me noticed. Actually, got me several interviews, and I was one of the last two candidates to be interviewed for the position. And then I made 53 episodes. I made 50 episodes. I think it was 50 episodes straight, where it was me basically just getting to the last interview, and then the last two episodes was just me learning that I didn't get the job. Now I'm going to do that podcast again, except with LinkedIn logs, and except instead of daily, it's going to be bi-weekly, because I quite frankly don't want to do this daily because I would go insane, more insane than I am now. LinkedIn logs hopefully will not last long. Jeez, I pray it does not. But we'll see where this goes. I'm good at what I do, and I'm a nice person to have in the office. I show up, I do work, and yeah. And people, everyone always thinks I'm not open to things. Hey, look, if you have a job for me, I'll see what it's about. I have been scammed on LinkedIn before, and that's a very good episode idea. I will definitely write that one down. I have been scammed on LinkedIn before, and also it's just I don't go for it's not a numbers game for me. I see a lot of people posting these stupid idiotic posts on LinkedIn, quite frankly, nothing that has to do with business, and it's always like the saddest things in the world. Look, baby, I'm just trying to get a job. I'm very, I don't like playing the same games as everybody else, because you don't really stick out. You get all these likes for posting that you've been with a company for 4 years. I wish I could be with a company for 4 years. Anyway, this is the first episode. There'll be more. What else is going on? That's it. I got nothing else for you. This is LinkedIn Logs. Again, I'm very good at what I do, which is producing. What do producers do? I don't know. Stuff. What do producers do? I don't know. They do something. They make things happen. Cut videos sometimes. Other times, tell people what to do. That's me. Okay. This has been going on for 14 minutes and 30 some odd seconds. So I'm going to end it right here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Come and find me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn.com/n/Chad-C-White. Because I'm the best for your positions that are open. And, okay. The end. Goodbye.